Imagine being able to view open parking spaces at your destination before you arrive. That's where automotive technology is today. Todd Townsend joins us with a look at some of the features unveiled at the Shanghai Auto Show. Good morning, Todd. How are you?
Hey, good morning, Mike. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. So what have you seen at the show that the rest of us might get excited about?
Well, big thing we're showing here today is this is Mini at the showroom here in San Francisco, and they have their augmented vision concept that we're talking about today, and it does let you see things like parking spaces, and I'll get to that in a second. But what we've got here is something called augmented reality, and in general in the tech world, and that means taking the real world that you see around you and adding relevant information from other sources in front of your field of view. So you'll see right here, it's this pair of futuristic looking glasses. This is Mini's augmented vision system, and this actually, you wear these when you're driving the car and also outside of the car, and it gives you information about your environment and driving experience in the glasses. So for navigation, for example, instead of glancing at a smartphone or glancing at the screen in the car, if you're wearing these glasses while you're driving, the navigation information shows up on the road right in front of you. So it looks like the arrow's painted on the road you're driving on, and it actually swoops around turns and shows you exactly where you need to go. And this is great because you never have to take your eyes off the road and get distracted. It'll also show you things like text messages that you have them, but it won't read it out because that wouldn't be safe. It'll read it through the audio system in the car. So the glasses are giving you information about what's going on during your driving experience and with the driving experience without being distractible at all. Now, you mentioned the parking thing. That's really cool. So in some areas, in some cities, the parking meters can read if there's a car in the spot. They have a little sensor. It knows if it's open or closed. In the future, something like that would work with these where you're driving along and ahead of time, the system will know where those open parking spaces are. It can show you exactly where to go to find an open parking space. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, that's awesome. So this is augmented.
Yeah, and
the augmented reality navigation, though, that's kind of part of what you were just talking about with the glasses?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And so why is this technology?
That comes through the glasses.
Yeah, why is this technology a breakthrough for drivers? I mean, it changes the whole driving experience is what it does.
It changes the entire driving experience. It's all about keeping things as safe as possible with no distractibility, but adding to the experience. And another thing these do, it's probably one of the most coolest things you ever heard of, they have literal X-ray vision. And what I mean by that is you're driving the car, you've got the glasses on, let's say you need a parallel park. Well, when you parallel park now, you've got to try to figure out where the curb is. If you're in a busy city, it's like parking meters and signs sticking out. You don't want to hit any of that. With these, if I'm sitting in the driver's seat here and I turn my head and look at the side of the car, I literally look through the side of the car, through the sheet metal,
wow.
with the cameras on the outside, and I'm seeing the sidewalk and curb outside, so I can park perfectly. And if you think of the safety implications of that, if someone's about to walk in front of the car, a child rolls a ball, if I have these on and I look towards the front of the car on the right there, I'm seeing through the car to the street outside. So it basically gives you all that extra information and enhances the experience both for safety and functionality.
Right, it eliminates the blind spots is essentially what that does. And the technology, when you were talking about driver safety, that's one of the most important aspects of this. Is there other, how does the technology promote the driver safety? I know you mentioned a couple. What are some others?
Well, for example, so these work with Mini's connected system. So that's the infotainment system in any of the new Minis you can buy today, and it works with the steering wheel control. So once again, instead of having to glance away or take your eyes off the road to do any functions, you can now do it with these on and never take your eyes off. So it's not only takes the traditional functions and makes them easy to access without looking away, but it adds all these new futuristic things like the X-ray vision and augmented parking and the heads-up display while you're driving. In other words, while you're driving too, it can show you speed limits. So you don't ever have to guess, oh my gosh, I'm in a school zone, do I need to slow down? It'll show you a little speed limit sign as you enter an exit speed zone, so you know exactly how fast you're going. So it's adding information that's relevant to your driving experience but in a very safe and direct way.
Yeah, amazing technology. What's the timeline on all this? Is it available now, or is this something a couple years down the road, or what are we talking about here?
Probably a couple years down the road. This is what's called a research prototype, so it actually works, and this car has the special hardware on it as well, and they're using that to tweak it, make the system better. Eventually, when it comes out, they think it'll be a cost about what a high-end smartphone would for the system.
Wow.
But if you buy a Mini today, any new Mini you buy that has the Mini connected system will work with something like this in the future.
Amazing. Todd, how about a website to go to for more information about all this stuff?
If you want to read about this specifically, you go to miniusanews.com. You can check out the Shanghai Auto Show online, or if you want to read more about augmented reality in general, there's all kinds of tech sites that just explain the concept of augmented reality.
Really cool technology. Todd, thanks for the info today.
You're welcome.